Hi guys, and welcome to the event recap for the 4th dimension at the Philadelphia Maker Faire. So it's a fairy weight, which means it weighs 150 grams. Was originally going to be custom, but we're actually using the homunculus chassis as a base, but widened it out to allow for the weapon stack to fit in. It has a 4-wheel drive and a titanium disc. And it's supposed to come with forks, but we ran out of weight to put them in. So that's it. Our first fight was against the Lone Sun. Now, there's a plant weight multi-bot called Sons of Doorstop, which are 4 tiny robots, which are scaled down versions of, I guess, a robot named Doorstop. So this one is actually a scaled up version of one of them. Before the fight started, they were having drive issues, so it's gonna try to capitalize on that and kind of take it slow.
Alright, we are gonna start this match in 3, 2, 1. Fight, robots, fight!
Alright, 4th dimension spinning up its weapon.
The Lone Sun is driving about as well as Blueberry did during Championship. I got a huge hit here, ripping off wheel and sending the Lone Sun flying.
Oh my god, I
I obviously won that fight and was completely undamaged. So my next fight would be against Iceberg, a wide wedge robot. Now the thing is, it was made entirely out of PLA, so my goal is just to chew through it, which, well, you'll see the fight right now. Apologies for quality.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know why it's just bad quality. Anyways, it gets pinged again.
3, 4, 5.
able to run right over that nice.
You can kind of hear my weapon grind away at the PLA as I actually kind of reversed that pin, I guess. I got pinned again, but I managed to not escape. I was already pinned.
90 seconds.
I managed to escape that pin and get around to the back, getting a good hit.
Did he lose his own six?
Iceberg gets stuck, and I stop moving.
Fourth dimension, I need to see motion.
So I tried to counter take over remote, and that fails.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's enough.
So, what we think happened in that fight is these screws pulled through the TPU hub, and when I spun up, I hit the chassis, which caused the entire robot to short circuit and shut down, because the receiver said telemetry lost, which meant it disconnected. Now, I actually did do some pretty big damage to Iceberg. You can see how I chewed through the front and those little catcher things on each side. So that was cool, I guess. Anyways, we decided to swap out the hub, like that little yellow thingy, and we will be ready for the next fight against Flip Off, a flipper. My strategy was to try to get the flipper when it was up.
We are going to start this match in 3, 2, 1. Fight, robots, fight!
Flip off, making it eager move.
I get flipped and self-right against the wall. I finally self-right. Get flipped again.
Unstabilized.
When I self-right against the wall, this kind of broke my weapon. Not entirely, but did make it less effective.
Is that even spinning now?
I get flipped.
90 seconds.
when he hit the wall, it probably.
Yeah, I heard the screw come out.
Fourth dimension
Didn't hear
weapon
it
is no
rattling.
longer spinning. I hear some sound, but it might not be spinning fully.
Yeah.
10.
I get flipped, but managed to get a good push.
Looks like some
And
screw
actually
stuff
flipped
loose,
over
just like
flip
my
off.
toggle.
Flip off flips himself there and kind of
If you had all
again.
your screws, you wouldn't be here today.
That's why you're my friend.
1 minute remaining.
I kind of struggle to self-right. Eventually I do as flip off flips himself again. Get around to be back for a minute. Because you get a good couple of
The weapon
hits.
from fourth dimension is rapidly spinning.
Flip off.
The motor is
Get a
engaged.
good, really good hit there. And some smaller hits here. As kind of push
Flip
a
off on
bit.
the other hand's weapon is pretty effective. However, not being able to capture fourth
Just
dimension.
under 30 seconds, folks.
I'm so
Flip
jealous
off
of his
self
driving.
right as he fourth dimension gets a really good hit.
Loses and will not be able to participate further. However, the winner has a chance to get the
Match will
semifinals.
be over in 7, 6, 5.
I get
4,
flipped once again as he get flipped again and the fight ends. This fight was actually very close, but by 1 point the judges decided that Flip Off was victorious, which to be honest I do agree with. This meant that the fourth dimension was eliminated. What happened is the screws of a TPU hub pulled out, like kind of stripped when I self-rated against the wall, so my weapon could still spin, but it wasn't at full power. So for changes, we ordered plastic screws to replace our current screws. We're gonna redo the wiring to save space. We're also gonna install a power LED. I'm gonna add some forks. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Credit to my dad for filming. See you next time. Goodbye.